Hi everyone, welcome to this week's pre-recording for our yoga class. So this week's yoga class is going to be run as a beginner's yoga class, and I'm also going to have a little bit of an extra section at the end with including our shavasana for a little bit of a guided yoga nidra. So I just feel as though, apart from the fact that I'm wanting to mix up the classes a little bit, I just feel as though it's really nice at the moment just to have a focus on really calming down the nervous system. So with all these changes and what's going on at the moment, especially for us people in Victoria in the lockdown, I feel as though we need just to really come back to self, to really just bring ourselves into the present moment and just really relax a little bit. So sometimes when things are all out of, a good way of putting it is just out of whack, I don't know the right terminology really, but sometimes it really plays havoc with the body and how our body is functioning. So I feel as though this might be a good opportunity to relax and come into our center and have a little bit of a beginner's practice. So we'll still be working our whole body and doing a nice little flow, but probably for the last at least 10 maybe 15 minutes of the class, we'll focus on a nice yoga nidra. So let's try and sit up just for a few minutes. We'll just have a few minutes of our pranayama breathing at the start of the class because we're going to be relaxing quite a bit at the end. So let's build a little bit of fire in the body by just getting a good part of the class to get a little bit of heat into that body as well. So it's important to try and bring all the aspects and pull it all together, even if we're doing a beginner's class. So sitting nice and comfortable. If you don't find sitting very comfortable at all in either the Japanese style, which I'm sitting with the heels back and the block, I'm sitting up on the block, or sitting cross-legged, then just sit against the wall is a really good one as well. Just to try and open up through the chest and come into that seat. So breathing in through the nose and taking it in little steps for 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out the back of the body for 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's take one hand on the front and one hand on the back. And let's breathe into our front hand and move our hand up as we move our breath. So we can get that connection between the mind and the body and the breath all together. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through the back of the body. Feel the breath going away from the hand and breathing into the back for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe into the front, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe into the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more rounds together. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue for a few more rounds on your own. Trying to expand as much as you can through the body and just feeling that breath. Feeling a really long breath. Trying to slow down the count as much as you can. You can take both hands into the front of the body if you wish, and then both hands into the back of the body if you want to really connect with your body. Breathing and drawing your shoulders back and down and really expanding as much as you can. Two more rounds. When you've done two more rounds, then come back to natural breath and just notice how the natural breath feels. So pranayama breathing is really beautiful to do anytime. So if you don't have time to do your yoga practice, then even if you're out and about, or you've just got a few minutes to sit quietly, then just bringing a little bit of pranayama breathing into your day is really, really good. Just for settling in, connecting, relaxing your nervous system. So you don't always have to spend a long time connecting with yourself, connecting with your body. Just doing what you can and working with what's available to you. And then cross your legs over the other way if you had your legs crossed, or if you were sitting Japanese style, then coming into a cross leg and just breathing in and breathing out. Getting some nice length through the sides of your body and pressing down through the opposite hip. So trying not to let that other hip come up off the floor. Feeling that length side to side, pushing up and over and up and back. Getting nice and deep into the side waist. Another couple, using your breath to move. Each time feeling a little deeper into your side waist. Hold it to the side and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold it to the other side for 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back into the center, changing the crossing of the leg, the other shin in front. Stretching your arm up in line with your ear, bending your elbow and stretching your other arm out. Seeing if you can grab your arm from the back. Doesn't matter if you can't. Just getting nice and open through your chest. Take a nice big breath and then lengthen out through your side waist. Keep grounding down through your left hip. Come back into the center and over. Come back into the center and release. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then stretch up your right arm. Take it down. Stretch out your left arm and see if you can grab one side, might be better than the other. Lift up nice and tall through your spine. Take a nice big breath and then stretch it side and stretch it side. Really pressing down into your hips so that your hips don't lift up. Back to the center, palms up, and then interlace behind. Broaden and open up through the chest. Take a nice big breath here. And release. Bringing yourself onto all fours, spreading out through your hands, knees in line with hips, wrists in line with shoulders. And tuck your toes under, squeeze up, and then open up. Breathe out, round up, lift up. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out. Breathe in. Lift ourselves up to our first downward facing dog. Bend your knees a lot. Stretch out through your arms. And then extend your right heel down to the floor. And then extend your left. Extend your right. Extend your left. And then come onto your knees. Sit back onto your heels. Come onto your tippy fingers and stretch out. Get nice and long into your arms. And then come onto all fours. Tuck your toes under and come into plank. Drop down onto your knees and come all the way down to the floor. Take your hands off the mat onto your tippy fingers and lower yourself down, look at the floor, and then press yourself up. Lower yourself down, doesn't matter how far you come up. Take the toes to the floor. Breathe in, open up. Come down 2 more times. Breathe in, open up. And slowly come down. 1 more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take your hands in line. Tuck your toes. Sit back onto your heels. Have a nice stretch. Come onto all fours. We're going to do that 2 more times. So making sure that you've got your hip and your knee in line, your wrist and your shoulders in line. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, round up, lift up. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, round up, lift up. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, round up, lift up. Keep your toes tucked under, lift up. Nice deep bend in your knees. Extend your left heel. Then extend your right, your head in line with your biceps. Left heel and right. Belly pulled in. 1 more. Left heel and right heel. Nice and long. And then knees come down. Sit back onto your heels. Come up onto all fours. Step back into plank. Knees come down to the floor. Elbows in. Hands off the mat. Look down. Breathe in. Onto the tippy fingers. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands in line with the chest. Tuck your toes. Sit back onto your heels. Feel the length of your body. 1 more time. Breathe in. Come onto all fours. Open through the chest. Breathe out. Round up. Breathe in. Open up. Breathe out. Lift up. Breathe in. Open up. Breathe out. Lift up. Come back to center, lift up, downward facing dog. Extend your right heel, extend your left. Extend your right, extend your left. Extend your right, extend your left. Come down onto your knees, sit back onto your heels. Come up onto all fours. Extend into plank. Drop down onto your knees. Come down to the floor. Hands wide onto your tippy fingers. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, come down. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, come down. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, come down. 1 more. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, come down. Hands in, lift up. Walk your hands back. Press down into your feet. Stretching out, take your hands on top of your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Tuck your chin under. Interlace your hands at the back of your legs. Grab each elbow. And lengthen out your legs a little more if you can. Tuck your chin under. Take your tailbone nice and high. One big cleansing breath. Slowly coming up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Palms together. Hands into heart center. Breathe in. Come all the way to the front of the mat. And breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, fold. Stepping back. Your left leg, your knee comes down. Stretching it open into an open twist. Breathe in. Take it up and over. Come back into the twist. Back to up and over. Back into the twist. Back to up and over. Back into the center. Over to the other side. Hand onto the hip. Look over the other shoulder. Nice big breath. Turn back to the center. Tuck your back toe under. Look forward. And step your back foot up to your front. And step your right foot back, knee comes down. Breathe in, open twist. And reverse. Open twist. And reverse. Open twist. And reverse. And cross it over. Look back. Hands come down. Tuck your back toe. Look forward. And step your back foot up. Bend your knees a lot. Hands on top of your feet. Lengthen through your back. Nice big breath. And come up slowly. Breathe in, arms over the head. Hands to up. Nice big breath. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, fold. Step back. This time, see if you can stay in high lunge. Breathe in, take your arms up, open through the chest. Take your arms back, open through your palms. Keep your legs nice and strong. Keep your front knee bent, your back leg strong. Breathe in, open up. If you can, look up. Otherwise, look straight ahead. Arms come open. Breathe in. Whoop, a bit wobbly. And breathe out. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take your hands down to the floor. Drop your back heel down. Work your way to the center. Bend into your front knee. And slowly come up. Come into warrior two. Look at your middle finger. Take a nice breath. And then flip your palm and reverse it up and over. Straighten your front leg. Come into Trikonasana. Feel the opening through the side belly. Nice big breath. And then bend into your front knee. Turn your back foot and step your back foot up. Feel the length of your back. Breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, forward fold. Stepping back your right leg and look forward. See if you can stay with that back leg up. If you need to take it down, that's fine. Breathe in, take your arms up, open through your chest, and then breathe out, palms open. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, palms open. Open through the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your hands down. Drop down through your back heel, your toe facing in. Open yourself up to warrior two. Make sure that your front heel is in line with your back arch. Shoulders back, look at your middle finger. Take a nice big breath. Flip your palm, reverse. Nice and long through the side of the body. Straightening out your front leg and come into Trikonasana. Open up through your side, big breath. And then turn either side. Bend into your front knee, turn your back foot and step your back foot up. Hang in Uttanasana, hands on the top of the feet. Nice big breath. Breathe in and come up all the way. Hands up over the head. Palms together. Bring the hands to heart center. Close down your eyes for a couple of breaths. In and out through the nose. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, fold. Stepping back. Your left leg, look forward. Breathe in. Take your hands up over your head. Open through your palms. Open through your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your hands down. Push down through your back foot. Make sure that your front heel is in line with your back arch and work yourself into the center. Stretch your arms out and look at your middle finger. Nice big breath. Flip your palm. Reverse it. Straighten out your front leg. Come into Trikonasana. Doesn't matter how deep your bottom hand goes. It can be way up here. The main thing that your bottom arm and your top arm are in line. Bend into your front knee. Turn either side. Turn your back foot and step your back foot up to your front foot. Hang in Uttanasana. Hands on shins. Breathe in, look forward. And breathe out, forward fold. Stepping back. Your right leg. Look forward. Breathe in. Take your arms up. Palms together, open through the chest. Open up, palms up. Breathe in. Open up. Breathe in. Open up. Breathe in. One more time. Open up. Breathe in. Hands come down. Push down through your back heel. Walk yourself around and open yourself up to warrior two. Making sure your front heel is in line with your back arch. Nice big breath. And then flip your palm and reverse. Stretching out your front leg. Coming into Trikonasana. Breathe in. Bending into your front knee. Turn your back foot, stretching out, look forward. And then step your back foot up. Bend your knees, stretch out through your back. Breathe in, come all the way up. Palms together. Hands to heart. Coming into a little bit of balance now. So shoulders back. Let's press into our feet and let's come into chair pose. Lift your palms up, sit down into your seat, shoulders back and down. Take a nice big breath and then fold forward. Lift your arms up over your head. Sweep through your arms as you come up. Lift up your right knee. Nice big breath. Take your arms out to your side and take your right leg back behind you. Broaden through your chest. Take a nice big breath and then bring your leg back. Breathe in. Come back into chair. nice and strong. Big breath, fold forward, interlace the opposite way, take the arms up and over. Sweep your arms forward. As you come up, lift your left leg up. Drawing through your belly, nice and strong. Take a big breath. Take your arms out to the side. Push your leg back behind you. Stretch and open through your chest. Nice big breath. And slowly take your leg back down. Okay. So we've done one each side. Let's just do another one each side. Pushing forward, coming into chair pose, nice and strong. Big breath in. Forward fold, interlace and take our arms up over our head. Big breath. Sweep our arms forward and bring our right knee into our chest. Big breath. Take your arms out, palms up, and push your leg back behind you. Stretching it out. Nice and strong. And slowly come back. Breathe in. Back into chair. Nice and strong into your seat. Big breath. Forward fold. Interlace the opposite way. Take the arms over your head. Taking your arms up as you do. Bring your left knee up. Arms out to the side. Taking your left leg back behind you, warrior three. Lift your chest, nice big breath. And slowly release. Give your legs a nice kick. And let's sit down. So if you've got your strap handy, you would like to use your strap. Sitting up nice and tall, taking the soles of the feet together. So if you can hold on to your feet, otherwise using the strap's a good idea. Take it underneath the feet. And sitting up nice and tall, working the elbows into the inside of the thighs and holding onto your strap so that you can keep the soles of the feet together. Take a nice big breath here, shoulders back and down, draw your belly in and out through the nose. So let's do a little bit of an active stretch today to keep the body nice and warm. So bring the sole of your right foot into the left thigh. Take the strap around your foot. Taking both sides of the strap, big breath and fold forward. Feel the length of your back, stretching it out. Taking the strap into the left hand, taking the right hand behind. Big breath and take it up and over. Towards the outside of the foot. Big breath. Let go of your strap, point your toe, lift your hip up. Nice and high. Feel the length through the side waist. Come back and we'll do two more on this side. So take your strap around. Breathe in, shoulders are even. Fold forward. Doesn't matter how far you come forward. Try and get your chest down towards your thigh, not the crown of the head. Take a big breath. Come back. Stretch out your arm. Look behind. Take a nice big breath, arm in line with your ear. And stretch up and over. Feel the length. Come back into the center. Let go of the strap. Point your toe. Lift your hip up and over. Feel that nice length, stretching it out. Coming back into the center. One more time, stretching forward. Feeling the length of your back. And then coming back, opening up, stretching it open. Big breath in line with the ear. Take it up and over. Feel the length getting nice and deep into your side waist. Coming back, letting go of your strap, pointing your toe and lifting your hip up nice and high. Take a nice big breath here and then slowly lower down. Take the soles of the feet together again. Your choice, you can come back to this one. Elbows in and lift your chest. Or you can just stay holding onto your feet, lifting up. If you want to make it a little stronger, you can take your feet out a little. So you've got a nice diamond shape. Drawing in through the belly and just taking your arms forward to wherever they want to go. Pressing the soles of the feet together. And just trying to come from your hip crease and stretch your back nice and long. Staying here for a few breaths, feeling that length into your back. Take a couple of nice breaths in and out through the nose. Two more breaths. And slowly walk up and taking it to the other leg. So taking the sole of the foot in, taking the strap around the other foot, sitting up nice and tall, breathe in, fold forward. Feel the length. Notice if your sides feel a little different. Relax your shoulders. Nice big breath. And then take the strap into the right hand. Take the left hand behind you. Open up. Look at your back hand. Take a nice big breath. Take your arm in line with your ear. And stretch up and over towards the little toe side of the foot. Get nice and long into your side waist. And then let go of your strap. Point your toe, lift your hips up nice and high, palm facing down towards the floor. Take a nice big breath here. And then slowly release. Turn towards your foot, stretching it out and fold forward. Each time trying to get your chest towards your thigh, not the crown of the head. Coming back. Strap into your right hand, fingertips behind, coming to the twist, and then open up your hand. Breathe in, take your arm in line with your ear, and stretch up and over. Feel the length into your side waist. Coming up, point your toe, lift your hips up, nice and open. Feel the length into your side. And coming down, breathe in, come forward, last one, stretching it out. Coming back, opening up your arm, looking back, take a nice big breath, arm in line with your ear, and stretch it up and over. Nice and long through your side waist. And then point your toe, lift up your hip and stretch it up and open. Palm facing down towards the floor. Get nice and long into your side waist. Slowly coming back down. And coming back into the center, your choice. You can stay upright. You can take your strap around your feet. Or you can come into a forward bend. Draw in, come from your hips, stretch forward. Take your hand with wherever they want to go. Feel the length of your back, stretching out nice and long. Take a nice big breath here. Feel the length of the back. And then slowly coming up, bringing yourself over. And bringing yourself into downward facing dog. So pressing up, stretching out through your legs. take a little walk if you like, or stay in stillness, pressing your feet down to the floor. Get nice and long into your body. Look to your hands. Take a big step with your left foot to the outside of your hand. If it needs to take 2 steps, that's fine. Drop down through your back leg and take it a little wider so that you've got the outside of your shoulder to the inside of your knee. Take a nice big breath. Feel that length into your back leg. Make sure that your back toe is in line with your back hip. Feel the opening through the front of the body. Take a nice big breath. Stretching out through that hip flexor. Nice breath. And then tuck your back toe under and open up your left arm. Stretch it up towards the roof. Push back into your back heel. Nice big breath. And then lower down. Drop your knee down and step your foot back. Come onto all fours, tuck your toes and lift your hips back up to downward facing dog. Feel the length of your body. Take a little walk if you wish, or just stay in stillness. Draw the belly in, nice and strong. And then take a big step to the outside of your right hand and drop your back knee down and get that nice stretch into your hip flexor. Pushing the outside of the shoulder and the knee to inside of the knee together. Get that deep stretch into your hip. Take a nice big breath here. Feel the opening through the chest, nice and strong. Breathe into it, in and out through the nose. And then tuck your back toe under and open up your right arm. Stretch it up and open. Nice big breath. And then drop down onto your back knee. Bring your knees together and sit back onto your heels. Come into Balasana. Nice long. If your shoulders need a rest, take your arms down by your feet. Otherwise, keep your arms in front of you and just stretch out, press down through your pads. Take a nice big breath. And coming up slowly, grabbing your block if you've got one. Put it between the knees so you're after about this much, so 2 fists together. So the block is a good size for that. Tuck your toes under. Coming up, we want to keep our hip in line with our knee. And take your back heel and stretch up and open. Looking back to your heel. And then change over sides. Breathe in. So this is half camel. Just going to do half camel today. Keep your hips nice and even. And then change it over. So look back to your heel. Open up through your chest. Try and make sure that your hip and your knee stay in a nice straight line. So you're opening up through your chest. You're not just taking it into your lumbar spine. Nice big breath. And one more each side. Breathe into it. And change over sides. Open up into the side waist. Come back into the center. Remove your block. Let go of your toes. Sit back onto your heels and stretch out. Take your arms further forward or back. Nice and long through your back. One more breath. And coming over onto your back. Slowly rolling down to the floor. Take your feet as wide as the mat, backs of the shoulders on the floor, backs of the arms on the floor, and drop your knees side to side. Hold them to one side, look out over the other side. Hold them to the other side. If you've got your strap, then grab your strap. Come back to the center with your legs. Take the strap around your foot. Keep the other leg bent. Push up through the heel. Keep your back onto the floor. And take your leg out to the side. Keep this other knee right in the center. Keep the other shoulder on the floor. Draw down into your back. Nice deep breath. Come back into the center. Release your strap. Cross your leg over. Open up through your knee. And bring your knee up. Interlace behind the back of the thigh. So getting a nice stretch through your left glute. Nice deep breath. Push down into your back. Tuck your chin under. Changing over sides. Take your strap and put it around your foot. Push up through your heel. Arm out to the side. Take it nice and wide. Keep this knee straight and keep it on the floor, that hip. Push down into your back. One side might be tighter than the other. Keep your chin tucked under. Keep the backs of the shoulders on the floor. Nice big breath. Holding it out there. Coming back into the center. Release your strap. Cross your leg over. Open up through the hip. And then bring your knee in. Push your back down to the floor. Nice and open into your hip. Keep your chin tucked under. Push your back down to the floor. Take your knee all the way over. So you've crossed your legs. And then drop your knees over to the side and look out over the other side. Doesn't matter how deep you get into this stretch. It's a beautiful stretch to get that nice supported twist. Slowly come back into the center, uncross and cross over the other leg. Drop your knees over to your right side and look out over your left shoulder. Just notice if one side's a little tighter than the other. Keep your shoulders relaxed and keep your neck relaxed. Couple more breaths. Slowly coming back into the center and give yourself a hug. Bring your knees in, push down into your back. Take a couple of cleansing breaths. Push your feet down onto the floor. Backs of the shoulders on the floor. Lift your hips up. Interlace your hands. Broaden through your collarbones and stay here for a few breaths. Tuck your chin under. Breathing in and out through the front of the body. Two more. And slowly release. Come down vertebrae by vertebrae. And take your feet up. Grab the inside of the outside of your feet, bend your knees a little or a lot, as much as you need to. Push down into your spine. Keep your chin tucked under. Taking the blood flow away from the feet, back to the heart. Pushing down into the lower back. Couple more breaths. And then do some circles one way. And circles the other. And it's time to get yourself nice and comfortable. So we're going to be here for about 15 minutes. So making yourself really comfortable on the floor. So taking your blanket, your body will cool down quite quickly. Maybe a cushion underneath your head or a rolled up towel. So coming into as comfortable a position as you can. So yoga nidra is a practice that brings you into complete relaxation. So you're coming into a beautiful space that's in between being awake and being asleep. So it's really relaxing. So nice and relaxing for your mind, your body. So closing down the eyes and fully relaxing. Breathing in and out. And just settling in and making sure that your body feels really heavy and nice and even. Your shoulders are even, your hips are even, your legs are even. And you feel like you're really supported through your body. And your body feels really heavy and relaxed on the floor. So we're going to move through different parts of our body to relax your body. So when your mind goes to each part, I want you to feel like it's being touched with a golden light. So there's no need to move that part of the body. Just simply relax and move your imagination that the part that I'm mentioning is being touched by a golden light. So we're going to move from part to part, and you're going to use your imagination so that you can come into the present moment, but not getting attached to each part, just letting your mind go from part to part as you fully relax into your body. So beginning with your left hand, your thumb, your index finger, your third finger, your ring finger, and your small finger. Your palm, your wrist, your forearm, elbow, shoulder, all filling with the golden light. Moving to your right hand thumb, your index finger, your third finger, your ring finger, and your little finger. Your palm, your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, all filled with the golden light. Let's move to our left big toe, your second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and your little toe. The top of the foot, your ankle, knee, thigh, and hip. Taking it over to your right big toe, your second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. The top of the foot, your ankle, your knee, your thigh, and your hip, all filling with the golden light. Moving your attention to your lower back, your upper back, your neck, head, top of the head, your right ear, your left ear, your right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, your nose, your upper lip, your lower lip, your jaw, tongue, throat, all filled with your golden light. Then down to your chest, your belly, your heart, all filling with the golden light. So just noticing how the body feels, heavy and relaxed, all filled with the golden light. Now bringing your attention to your senses. So bringing your attention to the taste that's in your mouth. Noticing the taste in your mouth. Closing your eyes and keeping your body nice and relaxed. Thinking about the sounds that are around you. Not getting attached to the sounds, but just letting your imagination, your mind going from sound to sound. The sounds might be a long way away from you, or they might be quite close, the sounds. Now bringing your attention to the smells. Thinking about any smells that you can smell around you. If you can't smell any smells, maybe you'd like to imagine some smells. So imagine a really beautiful smell that you can think about in your mind's eye. It might be a beautiful rose, or it might be some cooking. It might be some spice, or it might be a nice herb. So thinking about something that you really love the smell of. Might be vanilla, or it might be a strawberry. So there's so many beautiful smells, and each smell has a beautiful memory. So as you think about the smell, think about a memory that might be with that smell. So awakening your senses. Imagining the colors and images that are behind your eyes. So while you've got your eyes closed, just noticing what colors you might be seeing with your eyes closed. And when you imagine that color, imagine what that color means to you. So thinking about something that's associated with that color. So bringing that awareness to your eyes, the backs of your eyes with your eyes closed, and bringing up an image that is associated with that color that is behind your eyes. Feeling the touch that's on your skin. It might be a nice, gentle breeze that's on your body. Or it might be the coolness of the skin. It could be some heat that's on your skin. You might have the heater on, so you can feel the heat of your skin. Could be just the feeling of your skin cooling down after you've finished your yoga. It could be the feeling on your skin of the blanket or your clothes, something that you had on you that you've put on for your yoga nidra. So feeling your whole senses alive and open. So really feeling your body heavy and relaxed, but feeling that your body is alive. So as you start to come back to the room, start to deepen the breath. And start to wriggle the fingers and the toes. And clench your fist and then release. Clench your fist and then release. Stretching out your legs and doing some circles with your feet one way. And then circles with your feet the other way. Pointing and flexing your toes. Take a nice big stretch. Take your arms back over your head and grow as tall as you can. Lengthening your arms, lengthening your legs. And then bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a beautiful big hug. And give yourself gratitude for giving yourself this hour to just be with yourself and connect with yourself, come into the moment, and do something really beautiful for your body and your mind. And then take your knees over to your side and just stay there for a couple of breaths. And just notice how your mind feels, your breath feels, and your body feels. And come back to what you feel, your gratitude that you brought awareness to at the start of the class, something that you're grateful for. And as you sit up, slowly, keeping your eyes closed if you can, sitting up in your nice tall seat, crown of the head in line with the hips. Try to go quietly and peacefully. Remembering that you've just really calmed your nervous system. So trying to keep in that peace and harmony. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll close with a nice vibrant breathing out. Nice big breath in. Have a beautiful rest of the day, rest of the week. Thank you for joining me, and namaste.